Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about some potential bad news for the Cayo Perico heist coming soon in Grand Theft Auto Online. And it's not necessarily bad news with any of the content that we're going to be getting, but really just like actually getting the content, downloading the update, and potentially how long that could take, and the file size of the update itself. So, as you guys know, the other day, Rockstar announced that there was going to be a big part of the Cayo Perico heist, and that is the music locker. And in case you guys missed my video on that, essentially, long story short, at the Diamond Casino and Resort, there is a new underground music club with brand new DJs, new music sets. Rockstar also announced that there's going to be new radio stations, more new DJs, extra music for existing stations, in the city's biggest musical update since launch, which is obviously really cool. It's sort of a nice bonus to the Cayo Perico heist. And because of that, we heard from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, who gave us some not so great news as far as getting the update. So the other day on the GTA forum site, he said this is starting to look more and more like the new update may weigh a ton in gigabytes. I mean, new radio stations? Sure. But also new music to existing stations. Remember After Hours? Yeah, it had a whole folder of music, and it sized it up to 3.35 gigabytes. So in the After Hours update, the music alone was 3.35 gigabytes. So imagine what this kind of update could be. I mean, we might be looking at a total of 10 gigabytes for the entire DLC. Now, why is this bad news? Well, obviously, the bigger the update, the more you're going to have to download before you can actually hop into the game. Now, what is also kind of frustrating about this is even if you do have good internet, sometimes you're at the mercy of systems like the PlayStation or the Xbox, or sometimes you're at the mercy of interfaces like Steam or the Rockstar Games launcher. So even if you do have really quick internet, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll be able to download this super fast. And if you're on the end where you don't have super fast internet, well, you're going to be stuck waiting, having to download gigabytes at a time. And that's obviously very frustrating when you might not have a lot of time to play the update, or you just are impatient and want to get on and start enjoying the content right away. Now, there are workarounds to this, like leaving your console on rest mode, or just simply downloading it and going to do something else. So at the end of the day, it really is a first world problem, but still, having an update this big where a lot of the size is just new music, to some people, that might be kind of frustrating when they just want to hop in and enjoy the rest of the content. Now, what's also potentially frustrating about this is Rockstar might be throwing in some extras as well that could make the update even bigger. So this actually came from WildBrick142 on Twitter. He put out this tweet on December 1st when the Red Dead Online update came out. He said 1.01 gigabytes of the latest Red Dead Online update is watchable RDR2 trailers, because apparently Rockstar is very considerate and wants you to be able to watch them even when YouTube goes down. The actual DLC is around 500 to 600 megabytes. Very efficient use of space. So basically only a third of the update is actual content. The rest was just trailers that Rockstar was going to let you watch. And 6 parts of that, he actually broke it down, was Red Dead Online tutorial, 3 of them were cutscenes, and 3 of them were landing page things, which would probably be the trailers themselves, which is just a colossal waste of space. So the fact that Rockstar had to do that for Red Dead Online means that they're likely going to do something like that for GTA Online. I mean, remember when the Diamond Casino and Resort was added? Like, the first thing you saw when you came into the game was that big trailer. So I wonder if they'll do something like that for this update, like a advertisement for the Cayo Perico heist or something along those lines. So long story short, the update size could be absolutely massive, but it doesn't mean all that size has really anything to do with new content. It might be things you just listen to on the radio station. So just something to keep in mind right there. Now, as far as when we'll receive new information on the Cayo Perico heist, it was interesting that Rockstar gave us some new information over the weekend. So honestly, at this point in time, I think we could expect to hear from them anytime, basically. But according to TezFunds2, he ended up following up on a post he made a couple of weeks ago where he said that something Rockstar was doing was expiring today on December 7th. And that's when he said we are likely to receive more information. And he's followed up by that by saying, I'm starting to believe the latest loading screen feed adjustment was just a typo, and the accurate one was this, where it does expire today on December 7th. Now, he goes on to say, weirdly enough, the event file that shows up 2 times money in RP on open wheel races on the loading screen was emptied for some reason. I guess another typo. So long story short, I don't really know what Rockstar is up to here. They're doing a lot of weird things, but if this is accurate and it is supposed to expire today, maybe that means later today, maybe that means tomorrow on December 8th, we end up getting some new information. Tuesdays are usually reserved for Red Dead Online, but with the new update, maybe Rockstar is going to shift their focus to GTA Online. But just something interesting to follow right there. The good news with this is we don't have to wait long, as obviously today's the 7th, and we'll know sooner rather than later if Rockstar has some more information planned for us. And there was a bit of follow-up to that. Someone ended up saying typo in the sense of more information very soon, or in the sense of another week of drought. And he said the latter. I think the Cayo Perico Heist loading feed was supposed to expire on December 7th, yet when they included the event week feeds, the expiry date suddenly changed last Monday. So that's most likely a typo. So who knows what Rockstar's plan is going to be here. I'm hoping we get information soon, but who knows? They might just like wait up until the day before the update arrives before they decide like, hey, here's some new information on the heist. Like, enjoy. You've got less than 24 hours to soak this in. I mean, at this point, it's just wild. I don't know what their plans are here. I'm just hoping we get some, new screenshots, maybe a new trailer information soon, so that we can continue to get hyped up for this big update. Now, there's some more follow-up to that as well, because people have been monitoring the QA Beta 2 branches. Someone ended up saying, interesting to note that QA Beta 2 is still getting updated regularly, which usually stops around 2 weeks before release, if I remember correctly from previous times. It's making me guess they are dumping a butt ton of new things into this bad boy, apart from the obvious island itself. And TezFunds2 said, I believe it's really automated this time. It doesn't indicate anything valuable, to be honest. So if you guys are following QA Beta, know that it doesn't necessarily mean anything, at least according to TezFunds2. Rockstar have already announced the release date, so I don't think that there's going to be a delay a la Cyberpunk 2077. And remember that Rockstar has been working on this update for a while now. So I would imagine at this point in time, they're just doing bug fixes and whatnot. And that's probably why you see the QA Beta 2 stuff getting updated as regularly as it is. So as always, if new information does arrive from Rockstar, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. But for now, that is everything we know so far. This update could be absolutely massive, which isn't a big deal. It's just a big deal on day one when you're trying to download and install the thing and you're just getting impatient. You want to play with your friends that for somehow already got it downloaded. It's like the most frustrating part of an update is just waiting there for the thing to actually download. So I would, of course, love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think the size of the update is going to be. Is it going to be over 3 gigabytes, 5, 10, something crazy like that? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Cayo Perico Heist videos that I'll be doing here on my channel once the update actually arrives. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.